It's a cold winter morning in February. The bare trees stand tall, in anticipation of a change on the way. In the midst of dark, dreary days of winter, emerge the first signs of spring. The dainty snowdrops have started blossoming from the thawing ground, the harbinger of warmer days on the horizon. Spring ain't far away. Today, I have set out to explore the northern coastline of Northern Ireland. The sunlight is weak and feeble, but the characteristic all season greenery of the island feels warm and welcoming. I reached the town of Portrush, a small picturesque fishing town on the north coast. Very popular, very lively in summer. I start walking along the coastline, leisurely, aimlessly, and enjoying a quiet tete a tete with the ocean. The morning fog blankets the undulating shoreline. The cliffs stand tall, shrouded in melancholic bearing. The chilly wind occasionally burns my exposed nose, tinting it scarlet, as my warm breath creates smoky swirls dancing in the air. Nature feels so soothing and pristine. The sun's rays gently caresses the skin, providing warmth and companionship, just like an old dear friend. A precity, that's what it's called. The warmth of sun in winter.
Trusting your instincts, realize that knowing looks
My first stop for the day is Dunluce Castle, a medieval castle sitting dramatically on a headland that plunges straight into the ocean. Majorly inhabited by the feuding MacQuillan and MacDonald clans, the present castle ruins date back to the 16th and 17th centuries, braving the elements and witnessing countless tales of war, romance, and tragedy. The striking coastal backdrop makes it a captivating setting for cinematic storytelling, famously set as the Greyjoy's castle in the hit TV show The Game of Thrones. A quick break for lunch and off I go. I take a look back at the Dunluce Castle, engulfed in mist, glowing with regality and obscured in mystery. Next, I reach Bushmills, named after River Bush and home to the oldest whiskey distillery in the world. Day tours of the distillery are available if interested. Interestingly, the superlative taste of the whiskey is often credited to Irish barley and the water from the streams here. I board a bus and reach my next destination, Dunsbury Castle, another popular place for visiting castle ruins on the northern coast. It is considered as a holy place by many and also known as St. Patrick's Well. There are some beautiful natural rock pools nearby, crystal clear waters and gorgeous views, greatly tempting me for a refreshing dip in spite of the frigid temperatures. Possibly in summer. I walk along the Dunsbury Castle towards the Giant's Causeway, a beautiful coastal trail around 5 miles long, hugging the Atlantic Ocean, also known as the North Antrim Cliff Path. The trail offers a spectacular cliff landscape, dramatic views of the ocean, and close interaction with the curious farm dwellers, the grazing sheep and cattle. Don't forget to make a stop at Port Moon, a beautiful bay and what used to be the site of a salmon fishery earlier. Now, what remains are the fisherman's old bothy and a tranquil atmosphere which feels inexplicably magical and poignant. As they say, nature is the purest portal to inner peace. Who knew a serendipitous outing like this could bring such joy to the heart? Although these walks are quite popular in summer, a nice sunny day in winter could be really beautiful too, considering how calm, raw, and pristine the entire landscape feels like, sans the crowd. The ocean had so much to say, and I, lucky enough to listen. Giant's Causeway is an area of outstanding natural beauty, made of around 40,000 basalt stone columns, the end result of a volcanic fissure eruption millions and millions of years ago. The Causeway Amphitheatre, an area of tall basalt columns outlining the cliffs, are sure to amaze one. I gaze with admiration the brilliant works of nature. The photos or videos don't do justice, obviously, as they are captured from far off. I descend down the shepherd's steps to reach the causeway. The continuous wear and tear by the natural forces have gradually smoothened the originally polygonal shaped basalt rings. According to popular legend, these interesting symmetrical structures are the remains of a causeway built by a giant. The story goes that the Irish giant Finn MacCool was challenged to a fight by the Scottish giant Benandonner. Finn hides when he realizes that his foe is much bigger than him. Finn's clever wife disguises Finn as a baby and tucks him in a cradle. When Benandonner sees the size of the baby, he reckons that the father Finn must be a giant among the giants. He flees in fear, destroying the causeway behind him to avoid being followed. What remains now are the remnant structures from the original causeway. Giant's Causeway is definitely the face of Northern Ireland, and no visit is complete without visiting and admiring this marvel of nature. I always feel tremendous power near the ocean. Tremendous power to absorb, tremendous power to nourish, tremendous power to heal, inspire, and enlighten. Each time I hear the roar of the ocean, it lulls me into a sweet serenity. My heart overflows with wonder and awe. It's late afternoon and time to get back home. From the Giant's Causeway, I walk towards the town of Port Ballintrae to get a bus into the city. A scenic train operates between Bushmills and Giant's Causeway during summer, a good option to soak in the beautiful coastal and woodland views while chugging along the Atlantic coast. I also make a quick stop to get a glimpse of the historical Runkery house, standing grand and solemnly overlooking the ocean. I stand and watch, mesmerized, as the Bush River joins the Atlantic Ocean jubilantly, immensely grateful for this quiet day with nature. I breathe in the salty air. The last sun rays of the day dimly sparkle on my hands. The waves rise and ebb gently. My loose tangles of hair dance to the rogue winds, while the mist slowly engulfs everything left untouched by the departing sun. I smile, take a deep breath, and board the bus back home.